Today. This is Evan Rogers coming at you with another Evan's Easy Japanese. Woo! I hope you guys can all hear me. If you're on YouTube, please consider thumbing up this video, sharing it with all of your friends, and all that sort of good stuff so that my net of viewers can grow, blah, 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 blah. Once again, evanseasyjapanese.com is where you can catch all my stuff, become a patron, donate directly, you can check out the patron rewards, you can find me on YouTube, you can find me on Reddit, you can find me on Twitch, you can find me on Quizlet, you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on Twitter. Woo! You can find me everywhere on the internet that could ever possibly go. That being said, when you're here, if you want to pass the JLPTN5, boom, we got the JLPTN5 right there for you to learn. Which is exciting, I think. It's great. You can do the grammar videos, the reading videos, the vocab videos, the listening videos. Here's an extra bonus video that they have online. And if you hit up the Quizlet, you will be taken to Quizlet, which is I did an entire list of the JLPT N5 vocab cards, which appeared. There was an online test that they had that you could practice, and I took every single word that was on there, crammed them in here, and you can just simply, by going flashcard mode, you can just practice them. Raishu. This will teach you the kanji, and it'll teach you how to pronounce it. I guess I don't have a kanji only and practicing the pronunciation, but this will help you at least a little bit. It means next week, and then you just go. You can make it a Japanese side first, shuffle it, or just go straight through, or shuffle it, whatever. Fantastic resource if you ask me. I hope I don't crap in my teeth. Alright, well that being said, if you go to the Evan G. Rogers, you'll see Evan's Easy Japanese, a class that you can join. There's 21 members. I don't know if you actually need to be a member to see these or what, but just become a member so you can get updates, I guess. I don't know if they send you a thing in the mail. Anyone out there, please let me know what happens when you become a member of Quizlet and I make a new set of cards, which I'll be doing today, as we venture forth into some slightly more advanced learning. This is page 10. I want to show you a book that I picked up in Japan that I'm pretty sure isn't available here in America, so I'm not too worried about showing it up online. At the very least, this is great advertisement for this company. I highly recommend them making this stuff available online for like $1 piece. Anyway, this book is called 10分で読めるワクワク理科小学3、4年. Okay, so this is a book called Waku Waku Rika. Rika is this is Rigaku. Sorry, this is science. I actually forget what Waku Waku means, but you can kind of just be like, it probably means something like goofy. And it's science stuff that you can read in 10 minutes. And it is for elementary school students, grades 3 and 4. And then there's a little goofy kid here, and it almost looks like this speech bubble's farting. These must be that's the name of the teacher. Here's the mokuji, which is the table of contents. And we have interesting topics like naze onaka wa tokidoki gu to naru no? Why does your stomach sometimes, make the sound of ghoul? And then here's probably the best one ever. Unchi wa naze deru no? Why does poo come out of you? Alright. So, I just want to do this, the first one, might as well see how it goes, blah, 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 blah. This is advanced, you're going to be learning grammar, and if you aren't learning grammar, you're not trying hard enough. Or even kanji for that matter. You'll see it's very low kanji. The kanji level is rather low. You see that there's, just a few kanji on the page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's a few. As opposed to something that's way more intense that has like kanji every other word. For example, onaka has its own kanji. Hazukashi has a kanji. Doku even has a kanji. Anyway, a lot of these words, the oriru has a kanji, but they're not bothering to put them in there. Which is nice of them, because it would be difficult to read. Alright, so if you're on a phone and this is hard to read, I'm going to try to zoom in as much as I can. But before we begin, I'm going to go grab myself some coffee. Hang on one second. I'll be right back. Coffee, you help wake me up. Oh, coffee, coffee, coffee. All right. I am back with coffee. You might not be able, you can see me, I can't see you, but you can type to me. When I look down there, I can see what you're writing. And also what you're writing is going to appear over here, so feel free to ask questions as we go, because this is going to be difficult. I'm going to be making a flashcard set. We'll go to Evansy's Japanese, and we will, can we add a set? Or create a study set, how about? Alright, we're going to call this Waku Stomach Noise. Okay, that's going to be the name of the deck. That side's going to be Japanese, this side's going to be English. And let's get started. Naze. Why? Onaka wa. Your stomach. Toki doki. Sometimes. Grrr is a sound effect. To naru no. Okay, so naru. That's our first exciting one, in my opinion. We'll just jam out a bunch of these. Oops, I'm not in Japanese mode. We'll go with naze. Oops, naze. Boom. We'll go with onaka, which might as well show you guys the kanji there. Onaka. What do you guys think? Should I have the hiragana there? Oh well, yeah, I'll just do that. Onaka. Oops. Onaka, which is stomach. Naze. Why? Okay, Tokidoki, that's a good one. Tokidoki, the kanji is important to learn. Tokidoki, it means sometimes. Oh, I should crank on some music, shouldn't I? Give me 1 second, let me put on some music. We're gonna put on some music. After the title, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you guys to tell me what words you want me to put inside of here. Because, honestly, it takes way too much time and slows down the video for me to cram in the flashcards into the set. Let's see, not make into video, I want video making, which is confusing, but apparently it makes sense in my head. Alright, we want to crank this onto, because I can control this guy way better, and this guy. Where's that program loading up? I got 2 viewers, but they ain't saying nothing. Where are you guys? Oh! Alright, let's crank on this free music onto this stuff. There's a website dude, his name is Ben Sound. He makes lots of free music for everybody to listen to. I am glad that he does. Thank you very much, Ben Sound. We'll move that over here. A shoo-ba-doo-boo-ba-doo-boo. Alright, so as we're doing this, if you're watching on Twitch, which is where you can subscribe to me, please let me know what words you want me to add onto this deck. Okay, so Naru. Yep, there we go. Boom. Naru. This is written Naru, and this is to make a sound. To make a sound, is that a good translation? Weblio.com. Naru. To ring, sound, resound, echo, roar, thunder, creak, strike. So yeah, to make a sound. To sound, to make a sound, to rumble, to thunder, etc., etc., etc. Alright, so, and if you guys want to ask me any questions about grammar, ask them in the chat so I can answer them. Alright, that being said, let's get started. Boom, let's zoom this guy in. Whoa, I'm going the wrong way. Whoa! Onaka ga gu to natte shimau koto te arimasu yo ne. Alright, let's translate this real quickly. Onaka ga gu to natte shimau. Okay, we got a few grammar things in there. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can get this whole thing. Onaka is your subject, onaka ga, so we're emphasizing the word for stomach. We're emphasizing that's the main thing in the sentence. Your stomach, and this to followed by a sound of a sound verb like say or speak or listen or hear or something like that means it's kind of like a quotation particle. It's like the quotation marks. So your stomach makes the sound of goo. Your stomach says goo. Your stomach thunders goo. That's literally what it says, goo. Okay, so narimas, naru, is in the te form, natte, naru, and it's immediately followed by shimao, which literally translates to awe rapidly. Maybe not literally, but it's a good translation. It means something completely happens, or something accidentally happens and is bad, which I like to translate as the awe rapidly form of the verb. So natte shimao, it's like, this is bad. In the mas form, it's shimaimasu. So onaka ga gu to natte shimau koto. This koto is saying it turns everything into a noun. So the accidental making of sound by your stomach. Your stomach sometimes rapidly makes a blah, blah, blah sound. This te particle follows a noun. It's acting kind of like te arimasu yo ne. It's almost like the ga particle. Noto koto wa arimasu. So the actual subject of the entire sentence, this arimasu subject, is koto. So koto ga arimasu. This te particle is essentially doing the same thing as this to particle up here. However, it's a colloquial when you, or I don't know about colloquial, but it's when you're speaking fast. Te arimasu yo ne. It's basically just saying, marking a subject. So onaka ga gu to na. This onaka is the subject of this clause, and then this clause is all modifying koto, which is the subject of the sentence. The sentence's final verb is arimasu. Onaka ga gu to natte shimau koto te arimasu yo ne. And this arimasu is there are, that happens, it exists. Yo, this does happen. Ne, don't you agree? Like, it's happened to you, hasn't it? Your stomach, your stomach rapidly says, blah, 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 sometimes, doesn't it? Is how that's translating. You guys are too quiet. What's happening out there in Evans Easy Japanesylvania? Let me know. You guys are too quiet. Ask questions about grammar. Well, no, I'm gonna add te shimao. Oops, I'm still in Japanese. I'm not Japanese. Verb te form. Whoa, hey. Plus shimao. Awe rapidly. The verb awe rapidly happens. Okay, so it's just you don't want that to happen, but it does. It's almost like an accidental. Okay, so sometimes your stomach goes goo, doesn't it? Chotto, a little bit. Chotto hazukashii. Hazukashii is embarrassing. So a little bit embarrassing, keredo. This keredo means but. God, if you don't click right in that box, it does that whole thing. Okay, so I gotta work on my PDF skills, yo, dog. Alright. So, chotto, a little bit hazukashii. So a little bit embarrassing, keredo, but shizen is nature. Shizen ni is naturally. When you add a ni after a noun, and it immediately follows, or it's being used to modify a verb, it's an adverb. This is how you turn nouns and not adjectives into adverbs. Shizen ni deru. So naturally comes out. Deru is to come out. We saw the word deru earlier they were talking about poo. Hee, poo, 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 poo. Chotto hazukashii keredo. It's a little bit embarrassing, but shizen ni deru. It naturally comes out, and then deru is immediately followed by a noun. Oto is sound. Deru oto. So this is a sound that naturally comes out. If you want to get good Japanese, make sure you understand this. When there's a noun, and immediately before it, you find yourself a verb, usually almost always in the plain form, it is a noun that verbs. Coffee. You guys in chat are quiet. Tell me if I have any crap in my teeth. Any crap in my teeth? Alright. Once again, you can donate to me when I show you my nasty teeth. Okay, so chotto hazukashii keredo. It's a little bit embarrassing, but shizen ni deru oto. It's a sound that naturally comes out. It's a sound that naturally presents itself. It's a sound that naturally dashimasu, comes out. Dakara. This is the da for des. Dakara. So, or because it's a naturally occurring sound, tomeraremasen. Tomeru is to stop something. Tomerareru is to be able to stop something. This is the potential of the verb. Tomeraremasen is you are unable to stop it. It is unable to stop. You are unable to stop. Actually, tomeraremasen. This actually might be the passive. It's either you can't stop it or it can't be stopped. And there's no way for us to know for sure. You'd have to ask a native speaker if it's the passive or the potential. And this is why the passive and the potential are very, very, very linked together in Japanese, because you can't stop it, or it can't be stopped, or it won't be stopped. I guess it must be the potential. It must be the potential. It can't be stopped. All right. Let's add a few of these words into our exciting list. Shizen, good one. Ding ding. Shizen. Oops. Shizen. Nature. I want to say deru is an important one. This is a good kanji to know because it lets you know which one of the doors is the exit, where the exit is. Deru is... This is to come out. So, X comes out. X is revealed. Something like that. Okay, I'm going to do oto. That's a good word to know. Noise. Bustle. Noise, sound, something like that. Okay, actually we should add keredomo. Keredo. Keredo, but very similar to kedo and keredomo. So those are all pretty similar. No one said anything in chat. Nobody loves me. Why don't you love me? Who now, baby? Tell me, why don't you love me? Is it because my stomach is making noises? Itai. Itai is an intriguing adverb. Like if I say nan desu ka, it means why is that? Nan desu ka? Oh, sorry, what is that? Sorry, what is that? What is that? But if I say ittai nan desu ka, and usually wouldn't say des with it, but you could, ittai nan desu ka? What in the flaming beep is that? So, I mean, I'm over exaggerating it, but that's what this ittai is doing. What in the huh is that? What in the huh? So it's almost translates to like in the huh? In the heck. We'll go with in the heck because we're rated PG over here at Evan's Easy Japanesylvania. Ittai. Nanika nanika nanika. It freaking does this. That's a good word to add in there. Ittai. As an adverb, in the freaking heck. Oops. What in the heck is that? That's what that sort of feeling is. Suitai. Onaka no doko ga onaka no doko ga natteru no deshou ka? So, the itai is modifying doko deshou ka. Doko ga natteru deshou ka. So, where is it? So, doko, onaka no doko, where the stomach's where. The stomach's where. Where in the stomach? Doko is where, onaka is stomach, onaka no doko. So, where in the stomach? What part of the stomach? What part of the stomach ga natteru? What part of the stomach is making the noises? What part of the stomach makes the noises? Ndeshou ka. The no is asking for an explanation, and deshou ka is just softening it. So, itai, what part of that stomach is making a sound? It's kind of the way that sentence would come off. What part of that stomach is making a sound? Oh, where in the heck is that sound coming from in the stomach? Something like that. Where in the heck is that stomach sound coming from? Yeah, something to that effect. That's a loose translation. A very literal translation was, where in the stomach is that sound? Where in the stomach is making that sound? Where in the stomach is making that freaking sound? Something like that. That'd be a more literal translation. Kuchi kara nomikonda tabemono wa. Alright, so once again, we have another verb, nomikonda. Kuchi kara nomikonda followed directly by a noun. Tabemono. Nomikomu. 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 Is to swallow, to gulp, something like that. So kuchi kara. Kara means from. From the mouth. Kuchi is your mouth, so I guess learn the word kuchi. That's a good kanji to know. It's a very important kanji, so learn it. Learn that kanji, learn that freaking kanji, or else I will show up at your house and eat you with my mouth, which is kuchi in Japanese. Kuchi kara, from your mouth, nomikonda tabemono. Nomikonda. Nomikomu, nomikomimasu, nomikonda. So gulped, swallowed. Once again, what did I say about nouns that have verbs modifying them? Anybody? Anybody? Well, if you're there, the noun is being modified by the verb means it's a noun that verbs. So a noun, the tabemono, the food, that is swallowed from the mouth, that is gulped down from the mouth, okay? Kuchi kara nomikonda tabemono wa. Regarding food that is gulped down from the mouth, shokudo tsuyu paipu o orite iki. So here we got an interesting word. Norite iki I ni tameraremasu. Okay, so actually this is a few words that I don't know. I'm not familiar with them. I pretty much know what shokudo is gonna be. Hey, we got 4 viewers. What's up, guys? We're translating. Let's check out shokudo. So before we look up this word, I'm gonna explain. Here's shoku. Can we zoom in on that? Yeah, we can. We can zoom in on it. All right. It's blocking something. We'll just continue blocking whatever. This is the food. This is the kanji for food, and this is the kanji for street or way or path. So shokudo probably almost means like the food street, the food path. So it's and then immediately after it says shokudo toyu paipu. I mean, what's a paipu? Do you think? 3, 2, 1. Oh, a pipe. So it's probably talking about the food pipe, the food michi pipe, the shokudo pipe, the esophagus, the gullet. Whoa, yeah. So the esophageal, the esophagus, the gullet. How we all doing today, guys? We got 2 new viewers. Alright, let's add that in. Shokudo. That's not really what I would call an important word to know at this point, but it's a word nonetheless. Shokudo. This song is naughty. They keep saying, let's do it. Shokudo. And that should be in caps, because that's what I've been doing this whole time. Shokudo. Technically, you don't pronounce that Y, but whatever. Esophagus. Did I spell that right? The esophagus. Okay, that came out wrong. Anyway, the esophagus. Apparently it said Phagus. Alright, so shokudo tsuyu paipu. Once again, we have a noun paipu being modified by toyu. A pipe that is called or said to be a pipe that is said to be the shokudo. So we're talking about the pipe that's called shokudo. Food that is swallowed from the mouth, shokudo tsuyu paipu, it blanks down the pipe. It goes down the pipe, called the shokudo. And then here we have o, so it's the object. Shokudo tsuyu paipu o orite. Oriru, orimasu, oriru. This is to descend, to go down. Oriru. To go down, to get down, to go down, yeah. So notice that the thing that it goes down gets the O particle. Oriru. Oriru. To go down, to descend. I should say X goes down, sorry. X goes down. X descends. Because we have transitive and intransitive pairs. So shokudo tsuyu paipu o orite. So the path gone gets O. So if you go down a hill, it's hill o oriru. If you go down a stairs, it's kaidan o oriru. Stairs o oriru. Okay, so here we have shokudo to paipu o orite iki. So te ikimasu. I have a video on this actually. Te ikimasu, oriru, orimasu. Orimasu is a group 2 verb. Orite ikimasu is to go on to go down. So it proceeds to go down. From here on out, it will go down. So it goes on to go down. The stream is different. Yeah, oh yeah, sorry. What? Were you upset that I was doing League of Legends and other stuff? Or let me know what you like. Let me know what you like. So yeah, so we got natteru deshoku. Sorry, we were over here. Shokudo to pipe wo orite iki goes on to descend down the pipe called the shokudo. So it proceeds to descend what? Descend the pipe called the shokudo. So it proceeds to go down the pipe called the shokudo. Iki. This iki is the stem of ikimasu, to go. When you have a verb written that ends in the stem and it's just left on its own, this is the equivalent of the te form, as in something happens and then something else happens. So it goes down the shokudo pipe, and then I ni tameraremasu. I is stomach. I. In Japanese we have, or in English we have that crazy word stomach. In Japanese it's incredibly easy to say. Stomach. I ni tameraremasu. I'm gonna be honest, straight up, don't know what tameraremasu is. That must mean is able to, or it does to a certain. So I'm gonna guess the verb is actually tameru. Let's see if tameru shows up. Who knows if that's even the right kanji? Yeah. Okay. Whoa. The future. So yeah, save, lay, put aside, hoard, or store. Hey, it's stored, able to be stored. It goes on to be stored. It is stored. Remember, the subject is tabemono. The subject is tabemono, that is swallowed from the mouth. It is stored. This is the passive. Tamerareru is the passive. Very similar to the potential, but in this situation it's the passive. So it is stored where? I ni. It is stored in the stomach. Do we have example sentences where, okay, okane o tomeru. Okay, so let's add that. That's a new word for me. So hey, tameru. To store, to set aside, to save. Great. All right, so once again, food that is swallowed by the mouth. Regarding food that's swallowed by the mouth, it proceeds to descend. Let's do this backwards. It proceeds to descend the pipe called the shokudo. That's how that grammar works. If you want me to explain this grammar, I want you guys typing in the chat. Say like, Evan, I don't get that grammar. And then I'll be like, okay, I'll explain it. If you're on YouTube, do the same thing. I know I'm not there right now, but I can at least try to type it out. Let's see, we got, I don't know much about this language, but I am pretty big League player. Oh yeah, I'm probably going to be doing some League later, so I hope that that'll be exciting for you. Quest to Gold. On YouTube, I put up my Quest to Gold from yesterday. I won 2 games. Once again, I lost 9 preliminary games. I got shut down to Silver 5. Okay, so it proceeds to descend the pipe called the shokudo. And because it's iki, this is the stem, and then I ni tameraremasu. I ni tamerare. It is stored inside. It is stored. This is the potential. Tameraremasu. It is stored in the stomach. Okay. Last sentence on this page. I want to make it easy for everybody on their phone. Tabemono ga haite kuru to. This to is not the quotative to. In fact, I guess I got to zoom out. The fact that Japanese is written vertically makes it hard to do this. Okay, so bing. Tabemono ga haite kuru to. This to is the upon something happening. You see when something happens. Earlier we had orite ikimasu, orite iku, orite iki. This is proceeds to go, or proceed to descend, proceed to verb. Here we have haite kuru, which is the opposite of ikimasu. Proceed to go. This one is come to be a certain way. So haite kuru, as it when food comes to enter. When food comes to enter, 食べ物が入ってくると when food comes to enter, 食べ物が入ってくると so let's do the same thing over here. Where was that te iku? Did I do it? Okay. I have videos on these on the website. Let me show you guys. Evan's Easy Japanese! Evan's Easy Lemon Squeezy. Individual grammar lessons. I think it's under te form combinations. The actual te form, te kuru and te iku. Check these out if you're confused about those. This is going to explain it. Okay. Okay, so 食べ物が入ってくると when the food comes to enter, comes to enter, and that's sort of its own clause. So when the food comes to enter, we can ignore that from now on. Something, 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 something. 胃の壁から食べ物を溶かす液が出て Whoa, I'm going the wrong way. Sorry, guys. I'm really bad at everything. Detekimasu. Once again, we have detekimasu. We have another tekimasu. Comes to do. It comes to do. Comes to exit. Something comes to exit. Okay, so when food comes down into the... enters, probably we're talking about the stomach. When food comes in to enter... Oh my gosh, my mouse is too sensitive. Ino kabe kara. Ino kabe. What's a kabe? Anybody know what a kabe is? Whoa, kabe is... I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That wasn't actually 10 seconds, but I don't care. It means wall. Kabe is wall. So the ino kabe means the stomach wall. The stomach wall kara. So from the stomach wall kara. So from the stomach wall, or from the wall of the stomach. Tabemono o tokasu. Tabemono, food, o. So it's the object of the verb, and the verb is tokasu. Straight up honest, don't know tokasu. Evan, so Japanese. Yep, I do. Tokasu is to comb, to melt, to dissolve, to liquefy. We're talking about the bile and the acid that's inside there. Okay, so let's add tokasu, because that's a new one to me. Tokasu, is that the right kanji? Yes, it is. It totally is. Oh, there we go. Ding ding. So this is probably tokashimasu. Tokasu, tokashimasu, tokashite. And this is to melt, to liquefy. So Spaceman Spiff has set his blaster to tokashi. To tokasu. He's gonna liquefy your booty. Alright, tabemono o tokasu. So it's going to liquefy the food. Ino kabe. We should add kabe here, because that's a good word to know. Ding, kabe. Kabe. Which is wall. So the ino kabe is the stomach wall. Oh man, it's just Marcus talking. I know he's talking to Marcus. Guys, tell Marcus he's awesome in chat for me. Thanks for coming over, Marcus. No one's talking. I don't know why. Where do you live, Marcus? Everybody's in like Europe and stuff. I'm in Ohio. I'm wearing a Green Bay Packers shirt, but I'm from Ohio. I'm a big Buckeye fan, but my dad's from Wisconsin. We're little mini cheeseheads. All right, so tabemono o tokasu eki. Tabemono o tokasu eki. We've talked about this already a few times. This is a noun, and it's being modified by a verb. So it is a noun that verbs. A noun that verbs. So all of this, tabemono o tokasu eki, all of this tabemono o tokasu is modifying eki. This, I believe, is acid. Let me double check on that. We're going to see train station on here because that's probably the most common translation. But a divination? I don't think we're talking about divinations or fortune telling, so let's go ahead and skip that one. A benefit, a good, a proventate. Oh, there's like rieki. Okay, so, okay. A liquid. Okay, so it's a liquid. Okay, it's not acid. It's a liquid. I knew, kotai. I know kotai, kitai, and ekitai. I thought that eki would just be not by itself, but I guess it is. Ekitai is a liquid, like when you're in science and you're learning the phases of matter. Ekitais is a liquid. So it's a liquid, a goo, a bit. Let's go ahead and add that. That's a good one to know if you ever want to teach Whoop, not that eki. If you ever want to teach science to Japanese kids. Eki. This is a word that won't come up that often, honestly, but it means liquid. Goo. Nah, we'll just leave it a liquid. So tabemono o tokatsu eki means it's a liquid that liquefies food. And where does it come from? It comes from the stomach wall. So I no kabe kara tabemono o tokatsu eki. All one noun. That's all one noun. You live in the same state. Where are you in Ohio? I'm in Dublin, Hilliard, northwest of Columbus. Let me know where you are. Hey, Jacob, how you doing? I'm glad somebody else is talking. Jacob J. So let's see. Yeah. So I no kabe kara tabemono o tokatsu eki. So technically, it looks like this kara might be modifying tabemono, but that's not what it's modifying. Kara tokatsu. So it doesn't actually modify tokatsu. Sorry, it comes from the stomach, and it's a liquid that comes from the stomach, and it's a liquid that melts food. Eki ga detekimasu. Once again, dete demas dete. That's already up here. Demas dete. This is a te form of deru. Is expelled. Dete is expelled. Ga dete kimasu. Comes to be expelled. Comes to be expelled. What comes to be expelled? A liquid that liquefies food that comes from the stomach, the stomach walls. And when does this happen? We have the to particle telling us when that happens. It might even be if. When something comes to enter. What comes to enter? When food comes to enter the stomach. From the wall of the stomach, a food liquefying liquid is released. Finley. Oh, I should know Finley. Let's see. Let's look up Finley in the Google Maps. Maps.google. I won't look for your house, but I should totally know where Finley is. It's a popular state. It's a famous state. Oops, I'm showing you my own house right there. Let's see, Finley. Finlay, or is it Finley? Yeah, I can't believe I look like I don't live here in Ohio. If I'm not mistaken, it's actually fairly close to Columbus. Well, there's 75. Oh, no, you're way up north, huh? Oh, that's how I know Finley. It's on the way up to Michigan. My family lives up here. And whenever we go up 70 to 75. Yeah, okay, so that's why I know Finley. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to guess that you live right here. You're on France Street and Tioga Avenue. There, I found where you live. Sorry, everyone knows where you live now. All right, so it's released. Regarding the stomach, we're talking about the stomach now. Gui gui to ugoite. Gui gui. I don't even know what gui gui is. That's one of those onomatopoeias that I'm just totally not familiar with. Gui gui. Let's see what gui gui means. Gui gui. So gui gui osu. Osu is to push. So push is this word, and then gui gui is something strongly. So to push something strongly, vigorously. Vigorously. Okay, so gui gui means vigorously. Totally a new word to me. Gui gui. Gui. Gui gui. That's kind of a funny thing because gui means like icky, liquidy. Gui gui. Vigorously. Vigorously. Strongly. I guess that's why the stomach is sweating. It's gui gui doing something. To push. So you have to push forward. So it's almost like a pushing feeling. Drink hard. Drink in large drafts. Okay. Okay. So anyway. So, I wa gui gui to ugoite. Okay, so this to particle looks like it might be the quotative to, and it kind of, sort of, is. It is not the if or the and or when particle. This is saying it moves in a fashion of gui gui. It moves in a fashion of gui gui. Ugokimasu is to move. Sorry, ugokimasu is to move. So we'll go ugoki, ugoku, because it's the plain form. Ugoku. This is the plain form. The polite form is ugokimasu. We changed the ku to a ki. If you need to learn, that's on my website, Ugoku. And this is to move. The end. Okay, so the stomach I wa gui gui to ugoite. So it's moving hard. It starts exercising hard. It's moving hard. Eki to tabemono o mazemasu. So it starts moving, pushing around. And eki to tabemono o, this to particle is the conjoining of nouns. Eki to tabemono. This is eki and tabemono. Eki was 3, 2, 1. Eki was liquids, if you remember, and then tabemono was food. Eki, so the liquids and the food. O mazemasu. Mazeru is a good verb to know. Mazeru. Yeah, that's the kanji for mazeru. This is the kanji for mix. Mix. To mix X. So this is there's an object that you're mixing. Mazarimas, mazaru. Mazaru? Maybe I'm wrong. Actually, I won't talk out of my butt. Eki to tabemono o mazemasu. So the stomach is what we're talking about. That's what the po particle tells us. The stomach is what we're talking about. Gui gui to egoite. Moves forcibly, pushing, has a feeling of push. Eki to tabemono o, and it acts upon the food and the liquids, and the verb of its action is mazemasu, to stir it, to mix it up. You guessed it, folks. That's someone's butt. Welcome to Japan, where showing butts ain't that big of a deal, and this is literally for 3rd and 4th grade kids, and they surprisingly laugh a lot less about this than you might think. So here's the stomach, gui gui ugoiteru, and it's dropping it into this is the small intestines, and yep, that's poo right there. Ah, man. Good old Japan. Doro doro. That must mean slow, because I know doroi is used for slowly. Doro doro must mean slowly. Doro doro. I'm not very good with these onomatopoeias. I'm gonna straight up admit it. So doro doro, thick. Doro doro, no. Muddy, slushy. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We have doro doro ni toketa tabemono. So doro doro is apparently like kind of like a pulp, a jelly. Oh, okay. Doro doro. Let's see how these are used in sentences. Doro doro no is like a thick something. Doro doro ni naru is to be turned into a pulp, reduced to a jelly, or muddy, slushy. So that sort of a feeling is doro doro. Okay, so that's a new one to me. I'm gonna add that. Doro doro. Oops. Doro doro. Slushy, muddy, thick, liquid related. Okay, so doro doro ni toketa tabemono. Doro doro ni toketa. Tokeru is a verb that I'm actually not familiar with. Let's check it out again. Tokeru. Tokeru is, oh, what am I talking about? We already did this one, didn't we? Oh, tokasu. Okay. So these must be, these are transitive, intransitive pairs. Tabemono o tokasu means to liquefy food. So there's an object that you're liquefying. So this would be something ga tokeru. Something ga tokeru. So this is X melts. This is, so think about the sentence, the food is liquefied, or the food became liquefied, and that's your intransitive. And then we have liquefy the food, which is your transitive. So tokasu is to liquefied food. Tokeru is X is toketa. X becomes to get loose, to become untied, to be solved, to be, it must be liquefied, to be insoluble. Yeah, tokenikui, easy soluble. So this is like the soluble, the liquefied. Yeah, it's sort of like the condition of being liquefied. So let's add that. Tokeru. This is some spooky music. I hope you guys don't run away scared. Tokeru. Boom. This is X is liquefied. X becomes liquefied. Something to that effect. So X ga. This gets this ga particle. X ga. So this is intransitive. Whereas this one is it is transitive. connecting. All right. So we have Doro Doro ni toketa tabemono. So the food that is dissolved in a fashion of thickly, goopy. So goopily. Once again, we had earlier we had the shizen is nature, shizen ni is naturally. So it adverbifies. This ni is adverbifying adjectives and nouns. So doro doro ni is the manner in which it is toketad. So it is dissolved in a fashion of goopy. So goopily dissolved tabemono. So food that is, once again we have a verb modifying a noun. Food that is goopily dissolved. What? No one's talking, man. I swear to goodness. Cho. That must be your intestines. Cho ni okurarete. Let's double check on cho just to make sure. Cho. Usually when you see the kanjis with this side as a moon, the moon kanji on the left side, that's actually body and meat. That's actually the meat radical, and that's usually for body parts. Yeah, the intestines, the bowels. Whoa. I got a few of those books. Let's add cho, even though it's kind of disgusting. Boom, cho. Cho. Intestines, bowels. This is where the samurai cuts when he's feeling like he's got to do seppuku. Alright, so the food that is dissolved in a goopy fashion. What? The food that is dissolved in a goopy fashion. What? Cho ni okurarete. This is to okuru. Okureru. Okuru. This is to send something. Okuru, to send, to forward, to dispatch. Okuru. Cho ni okurarete. Okurarete. This is the passive. This changes oku, to send something, into something is sent. So the food, wa, is sent to the cho, to the intestines. The goopily dissolved food is sent to the bowels, and Eiyobun ga kyushu saremasu. Okay, so kyushu I know from Skyrim is to absorb. So this is, once again, saremasu is the passive of shimasu. So shimasu is to do, saremasu is to have, to have done. So saremasu is something is done. Kyushu saremasu. Kyushu saremasu is absorbed. Kyushu saremasu. Japanese. Kyushu suru. Kyushu suru. Kyushu. I'm gonna add a little dot there. Well, I'm gonna capitalize it. Kyushu suru to emphasize where the kanjis begin and the kanjis end. Kyushu is to absorb. You get this in Skyrim, like when you want to suck up somebody's soul into a rock, you absorb their soul into a soul stone. Kyushu sarimasu. So something is absorbed. What's absorbed? We have a ga particle telling us what is absorbed. This is the subject of the sentence. So the eiyobun is absorbed. Is absorbed. The eiyobun is the subject. I'm gonna take a guess. Nutritional parts. Eiyobun. Eiyobun. Once again, this is a word I'm not familiar with. Yobun. Whoa! Eiyobun. 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 Nandeshou ka? Nutriment. Nutrients. I'm sure it's much more likely to be translated as nutrients than nutriment. Poll in chat. Do you guys? Oh, my league name? Oh, it's easy. It's a. My league name is legit Evan G. Rogers. I mean, I'm incredibly boring. Totally a lame-o. I did not try at all to make a goofy name. Yeah, it's totally just Evan G. Rogers. So, eiyobun. Eiyobun. There's a new word for me. Eiyobun. Is nutrients. So, nutrients are about to verb. The nutrients are about to do something. What are they going to do? They're going to be absorbed. So the nutrients are absorbed. So let's go ahead and retranslate this. So doro doro ni, in a goopy fashion, goopily toketa, dissolved goopily food. The food that is goopily dissolved, what? It is sent to the intestines. It is sent to the intestines. The te form tells us, and the nutrients, eiyobun ga, are absorbed. Oh, we got 5 viewers. Hey, everybody. How you guys all doing? After this, I'm going to be jamming on, I'm going to do some Quest to Bronze, or Quest to Gold. Just 1 or 2 games. Once again, since I got 5 viewers, this will be on YouTube. Please share, subscribe, send this to everybody you know. Please, you guys have to be my advertising community for me. Because I am not good at advertising or knowing what the heck I'm doing. I make what you see here on the right side. This is a Quizlet deck, and you can access this Quizlet deck in the future, or once I actually make it. When you go to my website, we have evanseasyjapanese.com, and if you just click on here on the main page, we have right here Quizlet.com. So once again, just jam over here, and you'll see a bunch of sets you can do. Hit over to the Evans Easy Japanese, where you can find all of the Evans Easy Japanese related decks, because I make some other decks for other reasons. But all of these are designed for what I'm doing online. You should try to become a member of the deck, I guess. I don't know what it does. Somebody tell me what it does. I do not know. And please, think about donating to me. Become a patron supporter. I have a few patrons already. They're making, I have rewards. I'm bringing in about $30 a month. And there's some rewards for you. So please consider becoming a patron supporter. Anyway, let's continue on. Alright, once again, if you guys want me to specifically outline or describe any of the grammar points or vocab, ask in the chat. And I will jump right on it. Let's see, let's go, we'll probably call it, man, this just keeps going, doesn't it? God, that is such, I do not want to see that right there, oh my goodness. We'll call it quits right around here, when we get to this part, okay? Just because this has already been about an hour. Tabemono o ukuridashita ato mo. Okay. Tabemono, food. Tabemono o okuridashita. So, sent and expelled. Dashimasu is to expel something. Okurimasu is to send. So, expelled, okuridasu. This probably has its own meaning, but it's going to be expelled and sent. To send out, to forward, to show somebody out, to push out. Yeah, so we're talking about poo and it says push out. Tabemono o ukuridashita ato. Ato is being modified by noun. This ato just means after. And this mo is saying even after being pushed, even after the food is pushed out. Even after pushing out the food. Actually, sorry, I shouldn't have spoken to the passive tense. This is an active sentence. Even after, whatever the subject is, pushes out the food. We don't know what the subject of the sentence is, but something is doing the pushing. We don't know. Because the object gets the O particle. So the food is pushed out. So something is pushing out the food. So even after pushing out the food, the subject will do something. Oh, here's a subject. Iwa. The stomach. So this is the subject of the sentence. The stomach, even after the stomach pushes out the food, tokidoki, sometimes, ugoitemasu. Sometimes is moving or continues to move. Is still moving. Oh, hey, for me at least, being a member of the Quizlet class, just put the flashcards related to the class under the classes tab. Oh, okay, so there's like a little class tab. Okay, great. Okay, so that'll be pretty helpful for you guys. Okay, thank you, Jacob J. Thank you. So, it is still moving. It continues to move. It is currently in the process of moving. Teimasu usually means currently doing. Iwa tokidoki, the stomach is sometimes moving. The stomach is sometimes moving even after pushing out all the food. Alright. Good sentence, good sentence. Once again, if you want any of this grammar explained, tsugi no. So tsugi means next. We should add that to our wonderful list of vocab. Tsugi is a very good word to know. Tsugi, next. Oops. Tsugi. Oops, I don't want the kanji actually. What's going on? Where am I? Oh my god. There we go. Tsugi, next. Immediately following. Something like that. So, tsugi no tabe, probably mono. Tsugi no tabe mono ga. Yeah, so. Tsugi no tabe mono. So, the next food. Tsugi no tabe mono ga. So, it's a subject of the clause at the very least. So, the next food, the next chunk of food, what? Ga. Itsu haite kite mo ii yo ni. Okay. So yo ni after a clause, after a what do you call these? A verb or an adjective, basically a sentence. After a sentence means in a fashion of, in a manner of. So in a manner of haite kite mo ii. Even this te mo i means it's okay even if. It's okay if. So tabemono ga itsu haite kite mo ii. So this itsu haite kuru, we already saw this. Haite kuru, come to enter mo ii. It's okay. So the food enters at any time. It's okay. In a fashion of letting the food come in would be a loose translation of this would be, I guess we need the rest of the sentence to give a loose translation. But anyway, what we're saying is at any time the food wants to come in is okay. Something is acting in that fashion. So acting in a way that makes it okay at any time for the food to come in is what's happening there. So tabemono ga itsu is when, haite kite mo, whenever it wants to come in, ii, it's okay, yoni, in a fashion of, naka o souji suru no desu. Ah, okay. Naka o souji suru no desu. Okay, so allowing for the food to come in whenever, the next food, allowing for the next food to come in whenever, naka o souji shimasu. Naka o souji shimasu. Does anybody know souji? Osouji. Cleaning up. So it cleans up the inside. Okay, so you might be asking, why is there a no after suru? Souji suru is to clean up, so it cleans up. What is it cleaning up? It's cleaning up the inside of the stomach. So the inside, obviously, of the stomach. This no des. This is an explanatory no. I'm explaining to you what I'm talking about. You ask me a question going, what? And I'm going, here's the reason. That's what this no is doing. And this des is saying, I'm explaining it to you. It is this way. It is this way. That's literally what this means. It's that. It's cleaning the inside of the stomach. It's cleaning the inside of the stomach in a way that makes it okay for the next food to come in whenever. Okay? That's how that works. It's very tricky grammar, a lot of tricky things. I kind of sort of loosely translated it to make it easier to understand. God, that picture of the butt. I just do not want to see that. Ah! I wish I could censor that out. Okay. Sono toki ni wa. So at that time, sono toki ni wa. Toki means time. Sono is that time. Ni sort of means at. Ooh, excuse me, I burped. At that time, mo hotondo tabemono wa nokotte masen. So mo already nokotte masen. Already nokotte masu. Nokorimasu is to remain. Nokoru. Nokoru. To remain. Oops, remina じゃなくて to remain. To still be. Something like that. You know, to be remaining. Okay, so Where were we? So mo already nokotte imasen is not remaining. There is none left. There is none left. So there's already none left. Hotondo means pretty much completely, pretty much all the way. Hotondo means almost all. Hotondo means almost all. Oops. Hotondo. Ding. Oh, that's right. There's no kanji there. So hotondo. Oops. Translates to almost all. And I want to point out this is a tricky thing for Japanese and English speakers when we switch between them. If I say hotondo minna, that means that's actually inaccurate. If I like, it's not almost all the people. We already know what we're talking about. Notice it says hotondo tabemono wa. Almost all of the food. Almost all of the food. Almost all of the food. Almost all the food nokotemasen. There's almost no food remaining. Almost all of the food nokotemasen is not remaining. Already, almost all of the food is not remaining. There's almost no food left at that time. At that time, there's almost no food left. So Japanese people going into English very frequently will forget to say the noun after it. They'll say almost. They'll forget to say all. So they'll say almost people as opposed to almost all of the people. Almost all of the people. They'll say almost people. Because they're mistranslating hotondo. Because hotondo is translated in dictionaries as almost, but it should be almost all of. Almost all of the food is not remaining. There's almost no food left over. And with that, I got 4 viewers. We will continue this next time I go live, and I'm doing translations. But for right now, it's already been an hour, and I want to jump into some more, grinding out some gold. So I'm going to jump on to League of Legends. I'm going to close this down. And then we're going to rejoin. I just want to remind everybody that you can, once again, check out evansy'sjapanese.com, become a patron supporter, support me, make this more, fantastic. If this became a career for me, I would love it. I could just teach everyone online. So spread the word, let everybody know about it, and let's get this going, guys. Let's get this going. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Once again, I'll just jump on League of Legends pretty soon, so don't freak out that this stream closes, because I'm going to start it back up in maybe 10-15 minutes. Peace!